Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Did Coco Gauff donate $3 million to support Texas flood search efforts? In the aftermath of deadly flooding in Texas that claimed more than 100 lives in July 2025, a rumor circulated online that tennis star Coco Gauff had donated $3 million to support search and rescue efforts. The flood struck over the 4th of July weekend along the Guadalupe River and sparked a wave of social media activity, including multiple posts about alleged celebrity involvement in relief efforts. For example, on July 7th, one ex-user shared a post, archived, reading, "Tennis star Coco Gauff has donated $3 million for the search and rescue efforts and victims' families in Texas. Bravo!" The post, which had received more than 635,000 views at the time of this writing, displayed a picture of Gauff alongside images of flood damage and a rescue scene showing people walking with children in their arms. Some of the posts with the rumor alleged that Gauff had also personally traveled to the disaster zone to assist. For instance, one Facebook post, archived, began. Other Facebook users also shared the same claim. Some of those posts featured links in top comments leading to articles hosted on advertisement-filled blogs. The rumor also spread on Threads and Instagram. However, searches of Bing, DuckDuckGo, Google, and Yahoo found no news media outlets reporting about Gauff donating $3 million for search and rescue efforts amid Texas floods. Prominent news media outlets would have widely reported this rumor, if true. There was also no mention of the donation on Gauff's social media accounts. Rather, the person or people who authored the story fabricated the entire tale as one of hundreds of inspirational tales that depicted celebrities and athletes performing inspiring acts of kindness. They aimed to earn advertising revenue on websites linked from the aforementioned Facebook posts. As we'll lay out later in this article, the story about Gauff donating $3 million for search and rescue efforts amid Texas floods amounted to fiction. Snopes contacted Gauff's representatives by email to ask if they could confirm someone fabricated the rumor, and whether they had any additional comments to share. We will update this article if we receive a response. How the false Gauff rumor spread. The Together We Rise Facebook page shared a post linking to a website spreading a false story about Gauff that contained contradicting details. The headline, like the Facebook post, claimed she donated $3 million to flood victims in Texas. However, the body of the article changed that figure to $30 million. The article started. Additionally, a scan of the story's text with the copyleaks.com website found a 100% likelihood that someone composed the article with the assistance of an artificial intelligence tool. Another article spreading the false story employed an anti-crawling technique that involved visually substituting certain Latin letters with similar-looking characters from other alphabets. For instance, the Cyrillic letter appeared in place of the Latin letter N, see image below. This tactic reduces the article's discoverability through standard keyword searches, complicating efforts to track its circulation. The fact-checking website Lead Stories also debunked this rumor. For further reading, Snopes previously reported on a rumor that Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes donated $1.5 million to a relief fund for victims of the July 2025 Texas floods and also rented apartments for homeless families. Headline sensation or mirage. On July 7th, 2025, social media exploded. One post on X, formerly Twitter, declared, "Tennis star Coco Gauff has donated $3 million for the search and rescue efforts and victims' families in Texas. Bravo!" The claim quickly spread across Facebook and Threads, some versions even upping the ante to $30 million. Screenshots of Gauff at disaster scenes were shared. By July 10th, fact-checkers had stepped in. Snopes labeled it false, after finding no credible source confirming any such donation or disaster zone visit by Gauff. Houston Chronicle. PolitiFact echoed this. No public announcements, no reputable media coverage, nothing. PolitiFact. Magnifying glass tilted left why this story might feel true but isn't. Several factors made the rumor believable. Celebrity philanthropy is real. Athletes and entertainers often donate sizable sums to favorite causes. Some even give quietly. So the idea of a $3 million donation doesn't seem absurd at first glance. Emotional news backdrop. In early July, flash floods devastated Central Texas, tragically killing over 100 people and leaving many missing. Snopes. PolitiFact. People wanted to see celebrities stepping up, and the flood of rescue photos and tributes fueled that expectation. AI-generated misinformation. Snopes uncovered that websites behind the rumor used AI arrangements, some even masking the text via fake Cyrillic characters to dodge detection. Snopes. These tactics artificially inflated the story's credibility, capitalizing on emotional fodder. It's an inspirational celeb-giving format. Fake altruistic celebrity stories are often shared widely to encourage clicks and ads, regardless of truth. White heavy checkmarks. So, what did Coco Gauff actually do? Coco Gauff is no stranger to generosity, but none of it involves a $3 million flood relief donation in Texas. $100,000 to UNCF. In February 2025, Gauff announced a $100,000 donation to the United Negro College Fund, creating tennis scholarships for HBCU students. Support for athletes and social causes. Earlier that year, she backed a women's 3-on-3 basketball league and has continuously spoken about causes like climate change and racial equality. Xen. Pushpin, but there's no evidence she donated to Texas flood search and rescue, and no trip to the disaster area. Waterwave. What actually happened in Texas flood relief? The real story behind flood relief in early July 2025. Major corporate and organizational support. Grocery chain H-E-B gave $5 million in supplies. The NFL Foundation alongside the Texans and Cowboys dropped $1.5 million. AT&T, Verizon, Whataburger, and others pitched in. Spectrum Local News. Broad sports community giving. NBA teams, MLB teams, and soccer franchises collectively donated millions more, including $1 million from the Astros, $2 million from NBA teams, and $500,000 from the Texans and Cowboys. Local and grassroots efforts. Numerous churches, food banks, volunteer groups like Cajun Navy, and regional nonprofits coordinated drives, gift card collections, and search and rescue operations. These were tangible, documented actions, rooted in real-world journalism and community coverage. Fountain pen but creative take. Rumor versus reality. Imagine a young fan scrolling through their feed. They see Gauff's strong presence on the court and in activism. A rumor proclaims she gave $3 million to stranded families and was on the ground with rescue crews. It feels powerful, so they share. But behind the scenes, nothing is real. There's no press release, no Twitter post from Gauff, no help boots on the Texas ground. It's a mistake born of emotion and algorithmic echo chambers. Meanwhile, dozens of other real heroes, H-E-B grocery clerks handing out food, volunteer boat crews rescuing trapped campers, nurses in field clinics, are making authentic differences. Their names don't go viral, but their actions speak volumes. The myth of a star athlete shows the allure of celebrity miracles, but the truth rests with everyday solidarity and institutional effort. Performing arts. Why we crave these stories. Narrative comfort. We want heroes, especially celebrated ones, to step up in tragedy. It's more satisfying than unsung helpers stocking shelves at 3 a.m. Confirmation bias. If we already admire Coco Gauff's activism, we're predisposed to believe she donated millions, without verifying. Social currency. Sharing such stories boosts our own identity as caring, informed people, even if the facts are weak. Platform incentives. Algorithmic feeds reward sensationalism more than nuance. The rumors enrich ad-based websites with clicks and revenue. Shield. How to navigate claims like this. Look for primary sources. Search official channels, Gauff's own accounts, reputable news outlets, before trusting viral posts. Check fact-checkers. Real fallacies are usually flagged by Snopes, PolitiFact, or AFP. Watch your feed engines. A flashy claim on a lesser-known site isn't enough. Do cross-checking before hitting share. Celebrate real impact. Highlight verified actions, even if they're not tied to megastars. Sparkle's final word. No, Coco Gauff did not donate $3 million to support Texas flood search efforts. It's a feel-good rumor without truth. PolitiFact. But don't be disheartened. Real acts of generosity are happening all around Texas, seen in grocery relief efforts, tight-knit volunteer initiatives, and big-name sports teams mobilizing resources. These efforts may not flood your feed, but they are the real story. And as for Coco Gauff, she's making real change, supporting scholarships, speaking out for causes, joining athletic leagues, not through myths, but via consistent, verifiable action. That authenticity isn't always the loudest, but often shines the brightest. Writing hand epilogue, a creative reflection. Picture this. A small diner in Fredericksburg, Texas, filled with community helpers packing supply bags. A retired teacher falls back, exhausted, and a volunteer, maybe someone named Carlo or James, offers support. Somewhere on Instagram, another user pauses over the post marking Gauff's alleged $3 million donation. They scroll past it, skeptical. Instead, they share a local photo, a long line at a supply station, with a caption. This is who's showing up. Maybe not the headlines, but here, compassion matters. Sometimes, the most powerful stories aren't the ones with flash. They're the human threads quietly weaving communities back together after the storm.